In today's news, the government is urging communities to take up economic opportunities arising from oil and gas exploration. A Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment study says thousands of jobs could be created by developing an oil and gas industry. Councillor Manu Caddy says there's no proof these jobs will be given to locals.
The East Coast certainly needs jobs, and we need jobs for local people, not for out-of-towners, and we need well-paying jobs. So yes, some oil and gas jobs pay well, but there's plenty of well-paying jobs in clean energy.
Fonterra and the Department of Conservation will spend $20 million over the next decade cleaning up the country's wetlands. The dairy giant has announced it will help DOC maintain key water catchments in Northland, Waikato, Canterbury and Southland. Minister of Conservation Nick Smith says the agreement marks Fonterra's commitment to sustainability. A road safety campaigner is hitting out at drink driving laws. The current law allows those 20 or older to drink while driving as long as they are not over the legal limit. A Nelson man was recently found driving while holding an open bottle of beer. Editor for car review website dogandlemon.com, Clive Matthew Wilson, says that's not good enough.
This is complete idiocy. It's like saying that it's okay to drive around with a handgun provided you're not actually shooting at anybody. So, I mean, it's quite clearly a loophole that should have been closed years ago, and I'm surprised that nobody's noticed it today.
Two men who shone a laser light into a cockpit of a helicopter have been sentenced to community work. Joshua O'Hare Knight and James Spears have been sentenced to 160 hours and 140 hours respectively for causing unnecessary danger to an aircraft. NZALPA President Glenn Kenny says it can have dire consequences.
And at worst, if the attack is sustained enough, they'll actually cause flash blindness, and it will render us temporarily unable to see. It is very serious.
A Ngāpuhi leader is disappointed. Some groups have complained about the filming of Top Gear on 90 Mile Beach. The British TV show secured consent from the Far North District Council, but received complaints from some that the consultation process was not rigorous enough. Ngāpuhi leader David Rankin says the shoot will provide plenty of benefits for the Far North, so he just can't understand why anybody will stand in its way.
People that want to slow these things down and try and slow the economy down are destructive to the economy, destructive to Māori, destructive to everybody.
The UN Security Council is demanding the unconditional release of more than 20 peacekeepers abducted between Israel and Syria. They are being held in a demilitarised zone, and a rebel fighter says they won't be freed until the Syrian regime forces pull out of the area. The peacekeepers are from the Philippines, who were on a regular supply mission. Captain Kirk and George McFly will be in Auckland on the same day later this month. William Shatner is here on a promotional trip on March the 19th, and Crispin Glover, who played Marty McFly's dad in Back to the Future, is here for a show at Sky City. Meanwhile, 4 of the original actors who portrayed Doctor Who will be heading to New Zealand shores for a Time Lords convention in April, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the sci-fi series. And that's today's news. Pō Mārie.